Can't hear you very good, Johnson.
Team leads are all fast roping. All teams going to be fast roping.
Copy. We're going to be fast roping.
Scott copies.
Stand by. Okay, 3, go.
Scott's on deck.
Bird's on deck.
1, go.
Miller's on deck, southeast.
Guns down north.
West.
All 2 down.
Copy. One zero, give me a status.
So this is 1, we're all on the ground, full security, all green, over.
Okay, roger that. 2, if you can set up security on the east side of the clearing. 1, if you can set up security on the west side of the clearing. We're just going to pop the Raven up and see what we can see from here before we move out. Over.
1 copies.
2 copies. 180 security facing to the west. Correction, facing to the east.
Relocating.
Right, 2, this is 0. If you can start moving towards objective waffle at a walking pace. Direct route. Raven's picked up, no heat sources in the jungle. 1, 0, if you can do the same, but aim to come in from the east of Waffle, sorry, coming from the west of Waffle from the east. 0 will follow both of you up, over.
1 copies.
2 copies on the way. All 2s move out. Vern take the lead. Walking pace. Staggered column.
Towards the target.
Direct path.
10-4.
No heat sources have been identified in the area.
Say again, what sources?
No heat sources have been identified, so it looks clear. Walking pace.
Alright, both team leads, be advised, Raven has seen civilians at the objective. We're going about their normal business. There is no sign of enemy activity in the village or in between here and there, but with the exception of a few clearings, the foliage cover was obscuring view, so just be advised when we're moving there. Over.
1 copy, stand frosty.
2 copy. Civilians ID'd in the village.
Scott copies.
1 copies.
Yeah, if you guys didn't realize it, also there is a road just to our north that kind of swings around. It snakes its way into the village.
Nominally going to be following you in. Over.
Eyes on.
I got that on my micro diagram, I'm going to try to avoid that.
Yeah, we're not direct route, regardless. L2 be advised 1 and 0 are our right echelon about just less than 100 meters.
Copy that. Eyes on the Ville southeast of it.
Where's got eyes on? I'm going to stop at the edge of the tree line.
Got Sydney's out open.
Okay, red consolidate on the edge, blue move to the left. Pull up next to 1, parallel to red. Arrow 2, we're on the edge of the woods just before the village. Yeah, okay, let's hold here.
So this is one, we're turning southeast so we can get a better straight line approach from the west. Over.
Yeah, okay, copy that 1. If you can set up on the western side of town, but stay inside the tree line. 2, if you can't see any enemy contacts in the village, you're good to start conducting a walking patrol into the village. Don't talk to anyone yet. I don't want to irritate any of the civvies. Just conduct a walking patrol.
I got an individual with press armor and a helmet moving to the west of the town.
Confirm, I see him too.
L2, we've got eyes on 1 subject wearing a helmet and a weapon.
Negative weapon. It was a press armor, body armor.
Disregard weapon, it's body armor.
I had press on the back.
So this is one be advised, I've got an individual on the western side with press.
It actually might have been a press jacket.
You see him right there? He's direct south from your position. Yeah, edge of the town right there.
Okay, roger that, understood.
Yep.
Walking right across your 12.
Yeah, got him. I do see him.
He
Thank you.
just moved back in the town.
Arrow 2, we do have that other section a little bit almost straight west of us, slightly northwest. Do you want us to disregard that and move into the big area in front of us, or stay over here to the northwest?
Alright, all elements take a knee, stay in concealment. I just need to think about this a sec.
Alright, take cover while Arrow decides what to do.
We'll go.
Okay, continue with plan of action, over. All element leads, continue plan of action. Do not talk to the press. Do not talk to the press, over.
2 copies.
He's holding at the western tree line. Over.
All 2, we're going to continue moving to the east. We're going to stay along the edge of these buildings here, so we're going to have the clearing to our left, the building to our right. But next to the buildings.
Copy that.
Copy that.
Yeah, keep the buildings just real close to your right side. One is going to be moving in on your right, on the south edge of town.
Copy that. One on the right. Eyes on the one.
Yeah, we've been advised not to talk to anybody.
Roger that.
Two zero. Be advised. One is moving to the south side of the village to cover all the open ground. Over.
2 copies. All the way to the edge of town. Yeah, go straight east here. Miller,
Yeah.
you see the guy on the roof there?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's not a guy after all. Maybe just a pole,
Yeah.
light pole. Okay, disregard.
Zero, this is one. Be advised, we are in position. However, we've only got eyes on the western portion of town. To get eyes on the eastern portion, we'd have to move pretty much directly south of it. Over.
Okay, roger that. If you can just station where you are, then if we get into contact on the east side, just get ready to move, but don't move for now. Over.
What copies all?
2-0. Give me a status report.
Multiple civilians, nothing else, no other activity.
Coming up to the edge of town right now. Okay, copy that. If we can continue the patrol through the village, I just want to ascertain whether there's any armed individuals in the village at this time. If not, we'll be moving and securing the village and conducting some interviews. Over.
Just made the east side of town. We're going to swing south a little bit and then come back and walk west a little bit more into the more to the center of town. Okay, swing south. We're going to go down just a little bit here and then swing back and go straight west right through the middle of town again. Or wherever you see a good road or place to go in.
Yeah, cover that. northwest, right after this building here.
Okay, 1, this is 0. If you can pick up from your pause and move into the northwest, move northwest into the west side of town. 2, 0. If you can stop your patrol now and move to the north, that separate section of
Supervisor,
buildings
going
at
under
the north
6,
end of the village, over.
about 10 meters. No threat.
Moving north, Roger. Say
One
again, Miller?
copies, Oscar Mike.
We got a civvy.
0 is going to move into the move east into the western
Okay.
side of town, pretty much
Hold.
into your line of sight. 1, so just be advised.
We're going to take a straight north. We're going to get that north section that we passed before.
1 copies. Copy that.
Heads on friendly southwest.
All element leads. Can we get an idea where the press were over?
So this is 1. I had eyes on member of the press entering the town from your current position. Lost eyes on him when he got into the town. Over.
2, same. If we see that subject with the press vest on again, I want to report it up to the boss. He wants to talk to him.
On the press. 2, when you're when you've secured that area to north of town, if you can set up security facing northward, please, and sit tight over.
2 copies. Okay, we're going to take us just amongst the buildings here, go kind of sweep through this area till we're kind of satisfied it's pretty clear. Then if it's clear, he's going to want us to hold security facing to the north.
If we're looking for that guy with the press vest, probably be on the side of town that we started coming from. I think where we started our patrol.
Yeah, but 0 and 1 are both in that area. They haven't seen him yet, so I don't know where.
User left your channel.
So this is 1. We've reached the northwestern corner of town. Over.
Okay, roger that. If you want to set up a defendable position pretty much where you are right now, again, facing north, and hold over.
Wilco.
User joined your channel.
All right, Red, you got security to the northeast and north. Blue will take the security north and northwest.
Well, copy that. Be advised, I'm going to be AFK for about a minute. I'm going to grab a bottle of water.
Okay.
Wait, I think I
Arrow
got eyes
2.
on that press guy.
Oh, stand by.
He's
Go ahead, T.
West, 200 meters.
Which way?
Southwest, 200 meters. Southwest, west, 200 meters.
Be advised, we can see the subject with the press jacket on southwest of us, about 200 meters.
Want to pursue or?
Okay, Roger. There's 2 press. Then we got a press guy here as well.
No, hold. Okay, that's number 2. This guy, what was what was he wearing? What kind of pants?
This is one. We've got one on the north side as well. He's walking around the middle northern side of the
What'd you say?
entire village. Over.
Light beige pants.
Roger that. So that's 3 press.
Light tan pants.
This guy's got khaki pants, the one that we're looking at. You get on the roof here, Miller, see if you can see him again. We're not pursuing him. We're just going to report it up. Right here in this building here.
Be advised, 1 and 2 have eyes on the same press guy. Over.
Okay, Roger that. We've got a guy definitely not confusing with your guy. The other guy's in the building here.
Which way was he walking?
He was walking into the forest, so he would have been heading north, northwest, northwestish.
Oh, okay.
Who's that? I see someone over there, a friendly. I don't know who that is.
We got friendlies on the roof over there at the corner.
Yeah, they're looking in the direction that he was going. He's got, I don't know who that is with the binoculars.
One from
out
2,
there.
it appears that from our pause that you're looking in the direction we last saw that subject walking.
Roger that. Good copy.
Wait. Oh, never mind.
Where's back?
Roger.
Bird, I'm 2nd floor southeast. Your pause over.
Got it on you.
Oh, wow, awesome. I've got the walls. It's that one wall, Joe.
1 0. Copy.
Center for 1.
Have you got 3 or 4 on your team over?
Total of 3. Over.
Cancelled. Can I have a comment on my pods, please? Got an interview over here, over.
This is 1 sending Corbin. Time now.
This is 0. Hold steady where you are. We've got picking up reports of insurgents or bandits to the north of our position. They're being marked up on C-tab now. We're going to be moving out there at some point in the near future, but I want you to secure the north end of the village just in case we have contact coming south towards us from that position, over.
Copy. All to be advised, we have new intel, SAT intel. 900 meters to our northwest are a number of insurgents at a, I don't know if it's an oil production facility or what. I don't know if you saw that on your map before we got here. Just wants us to hold this pause in case they start moving this way.
Scott copies.
Where's copies? I got Eisenhower. 3, this is 1 on 4-1. What's your current position? Over.
That's approximately 334 from our pause.
Roger that too. Be advised, we had a civvy walk off from that area. He was unarmed and he's about 200 meters north of our plaza.
Yellow t-shirt, blue pants.
Aether.
Yeah, I got Eisenhower. 3, this is 1. What's your current position? Over.
I am eastern side of the westernmost group of buildings. Where are you?
I am en route. Over.
2, this is 0. I'm coming to your pause. Over.
Frag Papa 4-1. Over.
Copy.
Good, Papa.
We've got 9 hits now on that compound northwest. Over.
Nine contacts spotted in that compound.
Leading on from that break, I'm going to give the man a dime. Understood? Over.
Yeah, good copy. If you can pay him and also go and pay the town leader you spoke to originally, that'd be good.
Shot copy.
Well, there's not 9. We've seen about 23 contacts at that.
That's a lot.
I was going to do it. Get the bird to do a gun run, but Crowley thinks he's seen a civvy vehicle in the compound, so I'm not now going to do that.
We actually think that reporter was walking that direction.
Okay, all stations be advised. We believe one of the reporters might have been walking towards the insurgents' position. Over.
1 copies.
How many have you got in your team, Spence?
4.
4. Welcome aboard, Miller.
Been a darkest Scott, Miller and me.
Lucas and Scott somewhere, yeah.
They're over there. I got my red section out over there to the. They're watching a northeast approach. We're watching a northwest approach.
3, this is 0. Can you give me an ETA on how long you need to finish up Intel Ops here? Over.
2 mics.
Good copy.
Stone, did you manage to relay the ever-changing plan to aviation? Over.
Two, this is Scott off comms, off mic.
We're looking for a
Okay, that's good feedback. Good feedback.
How about you?
Okay, element leads be advised. Aviation is reporting that a number of the contacts in the compound appear to be surrounding one particular individual, so that might be some kind of leadership figure. Over.
I think someone's looking for him.
Copy.
Looking for?
1's tracking.
Massey said they just saw the press guy walk right past them.
0-3, drop off done. What's next? Over.
Okay, all teams converging on Arrow 2's pause. Over.
There's a couple of press guys.
Another guy right here.
Yeah. Thought there was 3 at one point, but it actually sounds like there's 2. There's one back at the southern end of town, we was in a building. Another one which it sounds like has wandered out to the jungle.
2 Scott's back on comms, over.
Is that like an iPad?
Thanks, Miller.
Yes, I'm controlling.
Right, Stone, you see the bunkers that are in between the two compounds, so the ones that are marked up 632 over.
Wow, looks like an Xbox controller. Oh, I play Xbox.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna mark them up with a different designator. Can we talk to aviation about their ability to engage them before we start our firefight? Crowley, once I mark it up, can you confirm that the bunkers that I mark up do not have that civvy vehicle near them over?
I'll mark up the civvy vehicle for you
Oh, okay, that must, yeah.
as soon as I can get guys.
I was about to tell the Sergeant Major on you, Coke. Walking around without your helmet on.
Well, you know, they actually say that you're supposed to walk around with your helmet off when you're welcoming and interviewing and saying hi, and
That's why you're in intelligence.
that's right. And it's really intelligent to take your fucking helmet off in the combat zone, isn't it?
So this is one, we're on your bus, over.
Yep, mark civilian vehicle on the map.
Yep.
Red section, be advised, I've got 0 and 1 just collapse on our pause. Trying to devise a plan what we're going to do next.
Yeah, Roger that, good copy.
Roger that.
Yeah, it's pretty danger close. Do that civvy.
What
Potential
is?
civvy.
Digital civvy, yeah.
Potential civvy?
Okay, if we can, element leads, if we can have all our guys on security pointing north, element leads, can you drop in on my pause?
Alright guys, pull north with security.
Ben, see what it says. Everyone in, and zero's all up here.
We got a mass exodus to the town here.
Wow. A bunch of Americans running around with automatic weapons, I'd probably leave as well. Right, right guys, if you look at your maps, you'd be able to see out to the northwest about 333 degrees, our current pause, about 990 meters. There is what looks like a couple of compounds on the bend in the river. Been marking up with about 101 fucking markings on the map now.
Eyes on the scribble.
Am I the only loser that's not on a roof? This needs
So
to
there
change.
looks like there's one main.
What a
There's
hawk.
one main compound here.
Yeah, what are you gonna do when it rains?
Looks like there's maybe a gate here. And then there's a dogleg entrance to it, and there's a civvy vehicle here, or a suspected civvy vehicle here, which Crowley's seen, and there's a number of bunkers which
That's a
are
good question, I don't know.
the walls. Then we've got a second bunker
Release,
located here,
relocate,
or a
require.
base area with a turret and a couple of other bunkers. We've seen, as you can see on your C-tab, we've seen a metric fuck ton of contacts there. So, I'm thinking of concentrating our attack on the base here, which has got the civvy vehicle on it, so we can be a bit more surgical. But getting aviation to engage these two bunkers, Whiskey 1, Whiskey 2, and the base at Whiskey 3. When we finish this brief, can you talk to aviation about how confident they would be at engaging those targets surgically without drifting into loose fire into this compound? If the answer is that they're a bit worried that Whiskey 1 and 2 are too close, then they need to build up a plan to engage the buildings and targets at Whiskey 3, and then we'll just have to deal with Whiskey 1 and 2 ourselves. For our part, gents, aviation is definitely going to be taken far enough away, so I don't really want any of our troops anywhere around here, so I'm thinking of staging up around here. Although it's interesting that insurgents markers just fucking crashed up there, but there might be patrols in the jungle. So I'm thinking of staging up around here, and then once the aviation begins the attack on Whiskey 3, we will conduct an assault on here. But given that we can't see it from here right now, it'll be a bit more fluid.
If I may interject,
Yeah.
this is the exact same layout as the abandoned military complex that one breached and cleared last
Okay.
week.
Yep.
And if you reference the comms tower just to the
Yep.
southeast along the large gray bunker line.
That one.
Yes, that comms tower. So along, what is it? Oh well, along the bunker here at the dot, that was a fuel and chemical storage area. That was an additional fuel and chemical.
To be advised, that yellow shirt
area,
civilian's back in town. Over.
Just here to the northeast of the easternmost sentry tower.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So pro tip: we don't want fucking aviation going anywhere like that. Well, given that this looks like it's the only way in and out, we're going to be breaching through here. So given that this bunker's going to be on the far side of where we're going to be engaged, I'm thinking, who's got the machine gun in their element?
One.
Okay, so I'm thinking of maybe having you set up somewhere around here so you can put effective fire into the bunker, keep them suppressed whilst 2 and 0 look to breach in the gate.
Be advised, with
Then
the way
away.
that the technical is positioned, it is looking straight down the gate.
Technical that's around here.
Yeah,
The
pretty much.
facility that we cleared also had a door on the northern end. I've marked it. That was open. On the other one, I don't know what it'll be here, but it was an open doorway.
Sorry, can you? Where's the open doorway?
It's on the northern side. You'll see the large door marker along the
Oh,
perimeter.
okay. That's open.
If aviation is making the gun run from northwest to southeast or the opposite direction, I want to stay away from that angle.
Yeah. Well, I'm literally thinking of us being kind of in this kind of area. I don't want us anywhere near here for that exact reason, Spen.
Okay.
Not that don't have complete faith in our aviators, but it's all right. So the problem with coming in this way is fucking shore here, right? So we'd have to go past the bunker to get around here, or we're not going around that way because there's too much other shit on that side, right? So we'd have to be on the other side of here, and then you've got I don't know how deep this water is that you might have to swim it. It's just that's just fraught with fucking grief. So okay, so let's think about this differently then. So Crowley, if we can position you up somewhere around here, maybe, or further back. I mean, it depends how far you can see with your.
That's a lot of foliage cover too.
What have you got? Yeah.
Mark 18.
That foliage cover is going to allow anything beyond 100 meters to be null and void, pretty much.
How to disable the technical?
There are quite a few clearings. It might be possible to get a shot off.
I'll know to get out there well.
Yeah. As for that area to the north that, I think you said it was a gate or something, on the northern side, that's just, it's broken wall that you can crawl under.
Okay, so once we're in the fight, getting around there is an option, right? But we're not going to be able to get around there before we get engaged because we're going to have to go past the bunker to do that, or past these bunkers to do it. And I can see that one will initiate contact or kick things off before we're ready to get it kicked off. So once everyone's gone loud, it's a route in. I don't think it's a route back there before the firefight begins. I still like getting the MG on the bunker here. I'm second having thoughts about how to take out. I assumed you had you had a DMR or something.
I can't take DMR and the Raven.
Oh, okay, no, fair.
What kind of tech is it?
About using a grenade launcher on it, but we don't know who's in the buildings. There might be civvies.
The truck's got a M2 on it.
Did you say no grenade launchers?
Yeah, because we don't know what's in these buildings.
Alright.
I don't mind, you know, given that there's a civvy vehicle here, or a suspected
Plus all the
civilian
chemicals.
vehicle. But yeah, it's just...
Those buildings and the other one were barracks. They all had bumps and everything, so definitely
Yeah, they
a
appear to be
possibility of
barracks buildings.
civilians.
So that mean no
Alright,
frags
okay,
too?
so-
Well, there was that many guys in there.
Yeah, well, no, frags I'm fine with, as long as we're throwing them inside buildings and stuff like that. I don't really want people throwing frags over the walls into the compound when we've got this chemical thing here, right? If people are throwing frags into this building, that building, the explosion's going to be pretty much localized to being in the building. I'm good with that. But, again, we don't know what's in these buildings. We don't know if they've got hostages, civvies, don't know what. So we just need to be that before we... Well, what I'm thinking of doing, same thing I said before. So let's cycling back to where we are, right? So we've got about a click to come through the woods, right? So if we exit here, look to kick out here, and then kind of come in from this angle, there shouldn't be any reason why there's anyone out in the woods out here, right? Because there's no reason to be here. There's nothing, no buildings here like we shouldn't come across anyone. Let's make sure we're suppressed before we move, so that if we do get into contact, hopefully we can get away with 1 or 2 shots and not alert the contacts in the base here. We'll move up to about here, and then we'll see what we can see. I'm kind of thinking at this stage, we'll have one positioned up somewhere around here to put fire into the bunker, whilst 2 and 0 start assaulting closer up. What I might do, Crowley, is kick out here to take some individual shots at the...
Dude, it's a scar off comms. Have Mike over.
I'm gonna get with my guys.
Well, let me brief my
If you
guys.
want to get, you go and brief your guys too.
Miller?
Our guys, give me some.
I'll do maybe on the first floor here in the water tower.
Move it.